Hello my friend. In this video I would like to remind you to be more and do less. The other day it was very windy, actually the whole week or maybe even a couple of weeks. It was quite windy and my husband looked out the window and said how amazing it was that the wind is helping the trees get rid of the dead leaves. And this just got me thinking and made me realize that this year I subconsciously lived much more in alignment with the seasons. In summer I really did a lot. I was quite busy getting things done, and that was really good and necessary. But I noticed that in the month of October I really started slowing down and I didn't feel like doing a lot of things. And in the past I wouldn't have allowed myself being in this state, maybe for one day maximum, but maybe not even that. I would have maybe not done much, but I would have felt guilty at the same time, which defies the whole purpose of doing nothing. And this year I promised myself to just go with how I feel, and so in October I didn't feel like doing much, and of course I did the things that I had to do, but I really kept it to the bare minimum. And instead I spent a whole lot of time just being. And by being I don't just mean doing nothing at all, being outside just looking at nature, meditating or looking outside the window. I did a lot of these things, but what I also mean by being more is doing things, but just because they bring me joy and they have no other purpose than that. In the past I wouldn't allow myself to do this, so whatever I did, it had to do something I took action toward. It had to be something that would get me one step closer to a certain goal, and I didn't allow myself to do something just because it brought me joy and nothing else. And that's so sad, so I'm so glad that now I'm allowing myself to go with how I feel. And everything has its cycle, so now I'm starting to feel more like doing things again and working more, and that feels really good. And I don't think I would have this energy now if I wouldn't have had this nice pause in October of just going with the flow. And I still go with the flow because the flow is telling me to do more. I feel like doing it. It feels good to me and fun. And so I just wanted to remind you to maybe take inspiration from nature. That's certainly what I will do this year. So as the trees are shedding their brown leaves, I will keep trying to let go of things that no longer serve me, maybe clear up my daily routine and don't do the things that I feel are no longer necessary, and just reduce everything to the minimum. And as in nature, we don't need to immediately fill this space with new things. So as nature does in winter, we can then just enjoy this emptiness and just be and take the time to just do whatever, or sometimes do nothing at all. Not only do we need this quiet time to recharge so that we have the energy to do things when we feel like doing things again. But it's also necessary because that provides us with the clarity to know what to actually take action on. In this quiet period, we learn what it is that we really want to do. We have the time to become clear on it, and then once we gathered our energy and really feel like it, we know what to actually do, and we don't do so many different things just to see and try what sticks, if you know what I mean. So like nature does in winter, once we stripped away the things that no longer serve us, it's a good time to just be with this minimal list of things we do every day and just enjoy our time and nourish our minds and our bodies, make lots of time for self-care. And then, as nature does in spring, we will have lots of energy. The ground, like in nature, the ground is nourished and fertile so that the seeds can sprout and grow into beautiful flowers or trees or whatever beautiful plants there are. So after this time of regenerating, we can then take action again when we feel like it and when we have the clarity to know what to take action toward. I'm not saying that we have to go with the cycle of a full year, so I'm not telling you to go into hibernation like a bear. That's not what I'm doing actually. I feel much more like doing things again now, so I really feel like working more now, so that's what I'm doing for now until I feel again that I need to pause. So I really encourage you to go by what you feel, and when you feel like doing less or like doing something just because it brings you joy, then I really hope you can be in that moment and really enjoy it, because if we feel guilty while doing this, then it defies the whole purpose, because the purpose is just being in the moment and feeling joy now, because we don't have to live always for the future. I tried it many years, and that's why I can tell you that you will always continue doing this and you will never receive in the at the now. So you might as well be in the now and in future, when it's again the present moment, you'll be in the now as well, and you'll just learn to always be in the now. I know sometimes it's hard when we have busy lives and a lot going on, but even just taking 15 minutes to half an hour each day to be present, and then if you only have a limited amount of time, really doing nothing. Sometimes I just like to walk through the garden and look at the plants closely and breathing the fresh air and smelling how nature smells in that moment, and listening to the birds, just engaging all my senses really, maybe touching plants, or if it's not too cold, then maybe walking barefoot so I can feel the ground under my feet. This is just really grounding to me and really healing, so I won't ever deny myself doing this, even if it's just like 15 minutes per day. I hope you found this message helpful. If you did, give this video a big like for me and share it with others who you think might benefit from it. Also, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Sending you so much love and light. Bye.